To the black brother that was sitting at the bar not doing nothing and got hurt by those racist cops, my heart goes out to you. But here's the thing: you got to be an eye for an eye. Black families can't be the only ones crying. You know what I'm saying? These cops got to pay for their hate and their actions straight up. So and going to the courts that was created to catch you, black people. Oh no, that's not how we got to do business. We got to present justice differently to these lames, especially when they violate the law. Let's live up to that image that they give us. But let's direct it at the people who are actually harming us. You see what I'm saying? But in terms of racism, white people kind of kill me with that, though, because it's like, if you really look into the history of different cultures popping up out of nowhere, you can kind of conclude where they come from, especially when they come with a lot of hate. I mean, let's look at slavery. White men would great black men and call it bull breaking. But y'all heterosexual, I'm going to suspect all of you now. Then you got white women who hate us, but then they'll bang us in the barn. That's weird. That's a weird mentality. What did the Pope just release? A black God? Okay, so rather that's true or false, let's look at the hate that the white community bestows upon blacks. And then now let's add the religious aspect. Well, whose children are y'all if we're the children of God? Maybe that explains some of the hate, but let's keep going. What about African babies? Immunization shots in Africa that turned the mother's womb into a weapon against the fetus. White people did that. Crack in the 80s. So we were slaves and released. We didn't have government power. So how did guns and dope get in the hood? White people. So it's kind of crazy how white people can drown out rich black cities and then call black people poor. And then look at the conditions that have been bestowed upon us. And then people who are undereducated gonna actually think that it's a fair play going on. That's diabolical work. That is actual diabolical work. When you see all of the gangster evil that they do, and then they act like they so afraid of it, that's psychological manipulation. So black people, if you have a higher intellect, don't buy that, and we have to literally fight fire with fire, bro. What good is being Jesus? It does nothing. And this is not hate speech. As a matter of fact, I feel hated by whites. So I know this video better not get touched. Yeah. So when you can look at history, right? A white person might argue what black people do to blacks, but a black person can argue what white people do to everybody. Silence.
This exact mindset right here is the reason why black people in America will never get nowhere, man. And I say that to give no disrespect to this dude right here. I'm not trying to disrespect you at all, because I used to be in your shoes. I was that pro-black dude that really believed in black people and really hated the way we was being treated. But this ain't the way to do it, bro. This is not the way to go. Fighting fire with fire, everything just get burned up then. And that's not what we want. That's not the end goal that we looking for. If the problem is you feel like you're not being respected and you're not getting the love you deserve, then go somewhere where you will be respected and you will get the love you deserve. Even if the case is you got nowhere else to go but to get your own crib and practice self-love. Do that. That'll be better than the humiliation that you're putting yourself through by begging a group of people to do right by you when they don't want to do right by you. They just don't like you. I just seen a tweet on Twitter yesterday, and this person was saying that black people, they would like black people if only it wasn't for the violence and the bad culture. And somebody retweeted under that and was like, I just don't like them, period. The skin, the culture, the nothing, they just don't like you. It's groups of people out here like that. And it's sad that the dominant society in America is like that. They don't like you. You know what I'm saying? So what should we do? We should not fight fire with fire, man. Fighting fire with fire means you burn both of you up in that house. Like with the analogy I just gave you, you just burning both of y'all house down, and now you got nowhere to go, and you might end up killing yourself in the process. Well, you will end up killing yourself in the process, or you can go get your own crib. Get your own house. Make it the way you like it. Love yourself. Black people need to come together, support each other, and love themselves, man. You have to do that. That's the only way this thing is going to work. Do not fight fire with fire. Nah. Do not. You can't end hate by giving more hate. You can't get through to a hateful person by trying to be even more hateful to them. You know, you have to separate yourself from that hateful person and live through love, rule through love. And I saw a part of his video. He was saying that you can't be like Jesus. You know, doing this thing the Jesus way is not a solution. How is it not a solution? How is that not a solution? That's a genuine question. I want somebody to comment that in the comment section of how doing it the Jesus way is not a solution. And I'm gonna be real with you. I used to think the same way. And the way I used to think was, yeah, Jesus way ain't gonna work, because why would I turn the other cheek and just get hit on like I'm a punk? Well, fool, if you in their house and they punching on you, telling you to get out of my house, what other choice you got? You know what I'm saying? It's like I had to think about it from a different perspective. So what we should do, if we really feel this way, if we really deeply in our hearts felt this way, we would rule through love like Jesus do. You know, turn the other cheek and walk away. That battle is not yours, it's the Lord's. These people that hate you, they hate something inside of you that God put in you. So in a way, they hate God. So don't worry about that. Go somewhere else and create a safe space for each other. He started the video by saying that it was some black man that got beat by the police or something like that at a bar. We should have our own bars where we ain't got to worry about police coming in and beating nobody, being racist or nothing like that, because we got each other. We gonna police each other and make sure we getting done right. That's the whole point. Why fight fire when you got a chance to, instead of tear something down, build something up way greater than what they got going on? Don't you understand? Even these social media apps that we using to fight fire with fire, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy how we sending out bat signals to other blacks talking about we need to fight fire with fire on the apps they created. And they can easily just tear your video down, delete your account, and nobody will hear about you. We have so much power that we not using because we refuse to love ourselves and see ourselves as what we are, man. We keep looking at ourselves through their lens. We got to start looking at ourselves through our own lens. How do we see each other? How do we view each other? There ain't no reason why at least one state in America don't belong to black people. A whole black state where it's black judges, black police officers everywhere. Ain't no hatred. Black people get treated fairly. If we really felt this strongly about being treated badly about white people, we would have been made that happen. But because we not making that happen, and the only thing we talking about is fighting fire with fire, it lets you know that maybe white people are right on not even wanting us around if what we got in our heart is to tear down instead of build up. So hey man, there's just something to think about, man. And black people, start loving yourselves and get all this hatred out your heart.